The urgent application by the aggrieved ANC members to declare the 9th ANC North West provincial conference unlawful and invalid has been struck off the roll by the North West High Court in Mahikeng. Let's get more on this. Our reporter Tebogoi Phakedi is on standby. Very good afternoon to you. Tebogoi, talk to us about what's been happening then in court.
Thank you so much, Flo. As you have stated there, that the application for the applicants, the aggrieved ANC members who were asking the court to set aside the outcomes of the conference that took place 2 weeks ago has been struck off the record and of course struck off the roll, and as this really quite jubilant ANC members behind me. But I just want to talk to Nono Maloi, who's the newly elected chairperson of the ANC. Thank you so much for joining us. The judge has struck this matter off the roll. Just your reaction about this?
No, it's fine. Our focus now is on conference. Like I said previously, members of the ANC, if they are aggrieved, they have a right to follow all internal processes of the African National Congress. And if they are not happy, the Constitution allows them to seek a recourse in a court of law. That is what they've done. So we have no qualms about it. It's okay. But we are not going to focus on that one. This chapter is closed. We are now focusing on conference. From here, we are rushing to Rustenburg to ensure that we have a successful conference. We need to complete commissions. We need to elect additional members. Northwest must be able to say, as it relates to policy positions of the African National Congress, these are our suggestions. But secondly, we also need to come out with a program of action that says in the next 4 years, what is it that we are going to do, at what time, and so on. Because our intention is to ensure that we apply what we call the SMART principle. Because with the SMART principle, at least we are able to put time frames as to what is that we're going to do by what time, and so on and so forth. But lastly, what we are going to do as well, in the office of the chairperson, the deputy chair is here, we are going to establish a unit called monitoring and evaluation. Because our people out there, they are angry that we are very slow as it relates to implementation. They are angry that the service delivery is not done. Our own comrades are fighting amongst themselves in different municipalities and so on and so forth. So we need to attend to those things, and as quickly as possible. Hopefully by Monday, this team, the secretary is also here, we will be on the ground ensuring that we do what is expected of us.
Applicants allege that they were not allowed to participate at the conference which took place 2 weeks ago. Give us the picture of their participation on this coming conclusion of the conference. Will they be participating, given that they allege that they were not allowed to participate 2 weeks back?
You must remember what was dismissed here today is the agency. Now, I will not go into the details because it might come back to court and so on and so forth, and whatever I say here might be used in a court of law. So on that one, I don't think I must comment.
Thank you so much. That is Nono Maloi, chairperson of the ANC and the province. I just want to get to the other side. Let me just talk to one of the applicants. Paki, so thank you so much for joining us. The court has dismissed your application in terms of whether it's urgent or not, and of course struck off the roll. Just give us your reaction, given that you did not want this conference to go ahead.
It seems like there is a mishap that we did not want the conference to go on. Our argument in terms of the agency, we said we want to become part and parcel as we are elected as the delegates from the branches. Now, what we have lost here is only the agency of the matter. But indeed, we are hoping that it is much paramount to have the structure on the province, but we will foresee that the interest of our people is being taken care of. Look, we lost the agency. What will happen from here? All of us will hide to Rustenburg and make sure that that particular conference continues, and see to that will we be able to get an access to that particular conference? If not, we are only going to say to everybody that comes out of that particular conference, the ANC had won, nobody had won. But over and above, we are not shaken with the situation of losing the agency. We shown indeed that the interest of the love of to this particular organization is there, and the same leadership had noticed that indeed these people does this thing because they had tried to exhaust other avenue that they will seek relief to. Even though we did not receive any adherence into that particular conference, but we are not bitter. What is most important is that there are people that are rallying behind us, that had elected us from the branch point of view to go and represent them into that particular conference, so that we must make proper submissions that will be able to form part of that particular program that the Comrade Manono Kengor spoke of. So there's no need for me to get angry, and the mood has to change because we are going to the conference. Before I came to this particular conference, I had to prepare myself that if I lost the agency to this particular matter, I must know that the conference awaits me into Rustenburg. And the outcomes that will come out of that particular conference, all of us as the members of the ANC, it's a norm, we will rally behind that particular leadership. There's nothing that one can say.
Thank you so much. That was one of the applicants, Pakiso, stating there that the mood is of the conference. They are going to conclude this conference. You would remember that the ANC 9th province conference here in the Northwest province was adjourned 2 weeks ago just to allow, now you would know that there were delays, there were interdicts and so forth. Now the court, Judge Tebogoi here at the Northwest High Court in Mahikeng, has ruled that the application is not urgent and the matter has been struck off the roll. And as Nono Maloi, the newly elected chairperson of the ANC here in the Northwest province, confirming there that they are heading to Rustenburg to ensure that this conference is concluded. They are going to be discussing different policies, be looking into different resolutions, and most importantly, be nominating and electing additional members whom were not nominated nor elected 2 weeks back. Flo.
So many thanks to you, Tebogoi Phakedi, for us in the Northwest, where that urgent application by aggrieved ANC members to declare the 9th ANC Northwest Provincial Conference unlawful and invalid has indeed been struck off the roll. Those who were aggrieved saying they're not bitter at this point, but they certainly had indeed to make their point. Let's take a short break. More news at the top of the hour.